Okay, so if you're getting this video from me, this is Garrett White, and you are a lifeline of mine. What do I mean by that? You're a buddy, a sister, a brother, a family member. You are part of the soul brotherhood, or sisterhood, if you will. So here's the deal. I'm sending this video email to you for a couple reasons. Number one, I am asking for your assistance. I have a very difficult time asking people for things. It's kind of this weird, twisted, screwed up thing in my life that I don't know how to receive really well. So let me give you the layout of what exactly is going on. Garrett Gunderson and Garrett Gunderson wrote the book, Killing Sacred Cows. Became a New York Times bestseller. Okay, I was Garrett's business partner during that time, and we wrote a book together called The Money Tree. It was just an ebook format. We'd taken a bunch of different events we put together. The book was pretty solid, but timing, etc. here a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it just didn't make sense for us to do much with it. So what the situation is now is that Franklin Covey, who, by the way, is also the publisher of, oh shoot, what did I do with that? I don't know if I've got it. It's not on the shelf. Oh, here it is. So one of my current business partners, Brett Harward, who wrote the book, The 5 Laws that Determine All Life's Outcomes, he is published, if you notice here, by, on the bottom, probably can't tell really clear here, it's probably not that close, Franklin Covey. Franklin Covey is a publishing company, they're an education company, etc. They have shown interest and are committed to publishing Garrett and I's book, just like Brett Harward's book, published in this kind of format, to publish the book, The Money Tree. Now here's the dilemma. Books nowadays don't make a whole lot of money. Meaning, a book itself is nothing more than a marketing piece, and Franklin Covey only picks up 8 books a year, and their commitment on this to picking up this particular book is that in picking it up, they want to know they can monetize it on the back end with their databases of a couple 100,000 people. How do they monetize it? They do webinars. So Garrett and I this Friday from 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning are doing a test webinar for them, and we're trying to stack the odds in our favor. This webinar itself is the last piece they need to pull the trigger 100% and to put up the money and the resources to publish the book. I'll be the first time published author for myself in The Money Tree. But to make that happen, we want to stack the deck on Friday's webinar. The investment for the webinar is $150. It's 2 hours from 9 to 11 o'clock. The software they use for it is totally insane. Garrett and I will be running that webinar together. And what I'd like to invite you to do is to register for that. But under 2 different reasons. One is, yes, the content will be great. It'll be me and Garrett. It's going to be great content. Most of you, if you're getting this, have spent enough time with me or have coached with me long enough that you get that that is something, the content we're going to cover may not be that new for you. It'll just add a level of depth. The other side of this I want you to look at, though, is an investment in me. You know how I play. My life is about push and pull. I push for a month or two, then I pull everybody with me. I push for a few months and pull everybody with me. And what I've seen is that having a book itself will open up doorways of opportunity for myself and for my lifelines and my networks. And so I look at this as a team push. By us showing up on this webinar on Friday, registering on the link in this email, and letting us put the numbers up for them that have Franklin Covey really buy into what we're doing. There's an interactive side to the webinar, which is going to be Q&A throughout the whole thing, and we want you to highly be participating in this. So this is more than just showing up, but being interactive with us on the webinar. Again, they're going to look at all the traffic with the topic and what we're covering, and this will be a determining factor for them to seal the deal and to publish our book. So I'm not begging, I'm asking for assistance. I would love for you, if you're getting this, and this means you care, you mean a lot to me, and obviously I mean a lot to you. And if it makes sense for you, and economically and time-wise and energetically, this is something you can back, I would absolutely highly love and appreciate your support on this activity coming into Friday. Also, if this is something you can do, if you would just email, respond me back and let me know when you've registered so that I can let Garrett know, and he and I together can make sure that this thing on Friday really gets put together right, so that we take away all of the obstacles of possible reasons why this can't go down. And you know, I find this principle itself to be really appealing to myself as well as to many of my friends and family and to people I coach and mentor. And that is that when we get into opportunities, oftentimes we're going to be required to do what seems to be the impossible, or even to be able to enroll people into a vision. My vision to share with you is to bring about one specific cause, and that is an awakening amidst the sons and daughters of God, an awakening to the truthfulness of answering one simple question: who am I? And out of that question, naturally answering the second, which is, what is my purpose? Having a book will allow me to fulfill this vision. You are part of that vision with me. You are part of that mission with me. So I would love to have you come play with me. Have a fantastic day. God bless your life. Thank you so much for being part of my life. And may the light go before your feet. And we'll see you on Friday.